distance here, the Rudolfinum, the finest concert house in Prague, looking over the Vltava River at Castle Hill, Račany. Then looking further over here is the famous Charles Bridge, dating back to medieval times. And I'm going to be heading down here now, because I am planning to take a boat tour. There's a nice walkway here with very fragrant linden trees. Unfortunately, the weather has cooled off quite a bit. I don't think it's much more than 15 degrees right now. And the sky, as you can see, is quite cloudy. I'm hoping that I will be able to get back up there to go down to where the boats are. I've had a busy day today already. In the morning I had a guided tour of the Jewish quarter in Prague. Prague is really kind of unique in that way that it still has 6 old synagogues left. Many of the original synagogues in Europe were destroyed during the Second World War by the Nazis. And I was told today that Hitler was actually planning to, I think it's locked there. Let me see. He was planning to use Prague as a museum, and that's, oh yeah, it is closed off here. That's why he decided not to destroy the many of the synagogues, or at least leave some of them. So, very interesting, the Jewish history of Prague. There's a Jewish cemetery here. Very, very small, enclosed place that was used from the 1400s to the 1700s, I think 1789, when it stopped being used. And in some cases, bodies were buried 10 or 12 people deep because it was such a small enclosed space for so many people. I think altogether it held something like 100,000 people or 120,000 people. And I'm here on, well, I'm still here in the Jewish quarter actually, but just a little bit to the right here is Old Town, one of the most well-known areas of Prague, and with all the main sites, the astronomical clock, the Old Town Hall, as well as the Church of Our Lady Before Tin, wonderful medieval architecture, Gothic style. This area here, the old Jewish quarter, was actually completely razed in the 19th century, in the late 19th century, and rebuilt. So many of the buildings here are now of Art Nouveau style. The reason why the whole area was razed was basically because the sanitary conditions were definitely below par. And it was decided that the whole area had to go, similar to what was done in Paris actually. A big portion of Paris was reconstructed. Similar to Prague here. My tour guide Richard from PragueWalks.com explained to me that Jews were ordered by one of the medieval popes to live separate from the rest of the population, and they were subjected to many pogroms and a lot of persecution. Even in the, I think, 13th and 14th century, they already had to wear the yellow Star of David. So the identification of Jews and the public marking of Jews is not limited to the Second World War period of the Nazis. It happened long before, and Jews were restricted to certain types of professions, and so a lot of hardship, and then of course the persecution of Jews during World War II. See, we're now approaching the gate towards Charles Bridge, but I have to walk down towards the boat trips. See, there's the Charles Bridge Museum right here. So it's a very complicated and sad chapter in history. Not many Jewish residents are left. Most perished during the Holocaust, and some also managed to escape to North America. But I'm off to the boat trip right now. So, oh, look at this here. Wow. So this interesting. Feels like Venice here. I'll be back to you as soon as I'm on the boat.